So what y'all do last week that we weren't here?
Last Thursday?
Yeah, man. What the fuck was last Thursday?
Yeah, what were we doing last Thursday?
Last Thursday was when the terrorist attack happened.
That was when the terrorist attack, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep, the terrorist attack. Yeah, sorry guys. So this episode 6 of UWO is coming at you late as fuck because Miami went under a terrorist
This
attack.
was 7.
No, this is 6. Our
You
Rumble
sure?
says it's 6. Our Rumble says it's 6.
Because it says 5 twice on Rumble.
Son of a bitch. Don't start with me.
I'm just saying.
Alright, listen.
Remember, I go through those files too. So.
Fuck. We'll rename it and post if it is 6th or 7th or whatever the fuck we're late. We're like a week
We
late.
back. That's what matters.
Yep. That's it. So we have 2 SmackDowns and 2 fucking Raws to go through. So strap in, bro. We get my camera angle to a way where I'm not getting killed because Facebook doesn't like to have football in the fucking background. Fucking yeah. Okay, we're going to smart. I guess we should. You know, we got Bad Blood in like a couple of weeks, right? I think it's on the 6th, right? Correct. Hold on, let me check that. Bad Blood Day. No, it's on the 5th. Alright, cool. Yeah, so it's in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. We are setting up the storylines, bro. So this is SmackDown in Edmonton. Oh, it's the last fucking one on Fox. Holy shit. Thank God for that. I hated this fucking program on Fox. Terrible network for wrestling. I'm just gonna say that now.
Can we just skip that one? So just Fox.
I mean, we could, but there's a couple of things that happened here. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, it's okay. I kind of abbreviated the reviews because I knew that we were going to be doing 4 this week. So, in this one, show kicked off with Cody Rhodes in the ring. Reflected on his match with Kevin Owens at WWE Bash in Berlin and welcomed Michael Cole back to SmackDown. Which, by the way, Cole's back at SmackDown. Rhodes was soon interrupted by Solo Sikoa in the Bloodline. The confrontation led to Rhodes challenging Sikoa to a WWE Championship match inside a steel cage for the following week, which was accepted. This was before Cody at first issued that challenge to Jacob Fatu, which Solo made back down. Once the conversation breaks down, the Bloodline enter the ring to attack Cody. The Street Profits and DIY come from the other side of the ring to lend their assistance, and Nick Aldis intervenes to prevent physicality by announcing fines and suspensions, setting up an 8-man tag match for later in the show. Nick also takes this time to announce Cody versus Solo will be in a steel cage next week on SmackDown. So, I don't want to go too far into the speculations of that because we have that actual event, right? So we'll press forward. The only thing that I will say about this is it's interesting that we're teasing that Jacob Fatu is a bigger badass than everybody. Can't wait for that to come out.
Yeah. Let's be honest. I mean, he's the only real threat of the entire Bloodline. I mean, these guys solo get one.
He's the only one that I take seriously.
Exactly. All right.
He feels like
Jacob, I love you.
And of course, the other two, you know what I'm saying, Tanga Tonga and Tonga Loa. You saying tongue on the
Mango,
fucking tongue on the areola, like
Mango Tango, Rango, Bill.
I gotta lie, if
Are you good? Sorry. Go ahead.
I won't. Trust me, man. I gotta lie. I'm feeling the itis fierce, bro. I just left like an Italian restaurant.
Oh, gotta get you one of these. I'm done.
Yeah,
with
bro,
one of
I'm feeling
these.
tired too, but
It's alright. We'll pass
not
through.
from food.
Listen,
Yeah, in my case, like, yeah, I gotta take like medication and shit. You know what I'm saying?
we
I ain't diabetic yet, but I ain't trying to get there. So
we we're gonna press through because again, I don't want to spend too much time on
yeah,
on SmackDown 1 and Raw 1 because we got the other events. The next thing was Bayley versus Tiffany Stratton. Before the match, Nia tells Tiffany that everyone's talking about her trying to cash in on Nia. Tiffany denies these rumors and asks if Nia will be in her corner. Nia says she will help Tiffy like Tiffy had helped her in the week prior.
I'm telling. Continue.
During the match, there was interference when Nia Jax attempted to distract the referee, but it backfired, leading to Bayley securing the win with a rose plant. I didn't really care too much about that. We get
You know she don't catch that shit in.
it's kind of obvious now.
Here's the kicker. She ain't gonna get it.
My whole thing is I don't think Nia is gonna have the belt when she cashes in.
Cause whether
I
Nia
think that-
drops the belt to somebody, or she catches it on Nia, either way, she's not getting it.
Ooh, that's spicy. I would think Tiffy Stratton's gonna get it. Alright. So, KO and A-Town down backstage segment. While Kevin
Right now,
Owens is
sure,
staring-
feel like Dolph Ziggler the way she holding on to that shit.
Kevin Owens is staring down a Wayne Gretzky jersey. By the way, we are in Edmonton. A-Town Down Under comes to poke fun at him for being a loser like the Oilers team.
While holding the
They
belt.
Well, while holding the Oiler belt. Yeah, no, it don't make sense. They talk some shit about the Cody match. Kevin gets annoyed. This turns into a match. Triple threat between KO, Waller, and Theory. Oh, and KO took that Oilers championship belt away from Waller because fuck him. How do you go and say dissing the Oilers with the Oiler fucking belt on? Don't worry, this will not be the last of Waller and the hockey shit. Legato
Oilers
dinner, nobody
just
gives a fuck. This is just some drug cartel bullshit. Giovanni Vinci versus
What?
Apollo Crews. Vinci
That was hilarious.
Vinci's return match was brief. Cruz capitalized on Vinci taking too long to get ready, winning with a quick crucifix pin in 10 seconds. Trash. Vinci
That was
gets
hilarious.
annihilated by Nazis, come back, and then dies in 10 seconds. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, seriously. Like,
All
what
those
the fuck
videos!
is- yeah. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, they were saucing him up too. Like, oh man, if Ferrari was a person, that'd be him. Talking all
Right.
that good stuff. Talking all that good shit. Apollo Crews came through 1, 2, 3, done. Like, fuck out of here.
Fuck
with
your
the
Versace
mind.
jacket, you bitch. Anyway, Nick Aldis' office, Chelsea Green bitching as per usual, tossed herself into a match with Meechin. Theory versus Waller, that's the triple threat match. Waller comes out in a Florida Panthers jersey, which is
I'm only
dirty,
half mad at that.
which is dirty work when you're sitting in Edmonton right now, okay?
I mean, as a Florida native, you know,
I give him
No, I
props for
respect
that.
it. I respect
I gotta respect that. That was funny.
I respect it. It was fucked up, but I respect it. This, by the way, is not a triple threat match. It is, in effect, a handicap match. That's no issue, though, because Kevin powerbombs Waller into a table at the beginning of the match. So he's basically useless for a while. When he comes back around and the momentum swings A-Town Down's way, they begin bickering amongst themselves about who should pin Kevin Owens. Nothing comes of this, though, and Kevin spends the rest of the match fighting both Waller and Theory until he can fit in a stunner and pin Theory. A-Town Down Under jump KO after the match. Theory hits him with an A-Town Down. Later in the night, a match is established when A-Town Down Under find Nick Aldis and tell him to make a match for next week versus KO and whatever partner he can find. So Randy Orton. Dude, was anybody else surprised by that?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You're gonna put a tag team match and a fucking triple threat, expecting a tag team to not work together. Like, the only real time that's been served that. All right, only time I've seen that like really like go like haywire.
They keep teasing that fucking tag team's gonna break down.
Yeah, but the thing is,
they keep putting it in situations that it could break down. And
oh yeah, of course. But the only time I've seen it like actually go outside of that was when you had no idea there was a rift between the two. Was when it was like Shawn Michaels and Triple H as DX against John Cena in a triple threat for the belt. And as soon as the match starts, Triple H catches a sweet chin music, and John Cena just flabbergasted like,
"Oh, no, bro, you're." Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Nice. You're beating Special Ed's team, bro. Like, come on. What are you doing? What are we doing here? What are you doing here?
I mean, she lost her jet.
You're beating up a Special Ed's team, Nate. Come on. What are we doing?
Who's beating up a Special Ed's
kid?
Get
that fucking jet shit the fuck out of here. We're talking wrestling.
I tell you this right now. She hooked up with me. give me 60 days. Give me 60 days.
No,
I'll have her wearing teal in no time, baby.
We're not thirst trapping Nate in fucking wrestling hours. Alright. Listen.
I don't know what's going on.
No one ever does, bro. I mean, Cody, that's probably
Hey. All those and another. All due respect.
That's probably the safest position you can be in.
With all due respect.
When I had my eyes closed.
That's how I'm trying to achieve that.
I'm laying down. I'm just not giving a fuck.
Slide my inbox, girl.
Alright. So listen. We get LA Knight promo. After this shit. LA Knight comes out to brag about defending the U.S. title. Carmelo comes out and interrupts all this and lets LA Knight know that since he is 2 up on Andrade, that means Melo's next in line for the title. Andrade comes out to correct Melo's math. The score is actually tied 2-2. So from here, LA Knight wants to dismiss himself from Andrade and can't. And Melo bickering about who deserves to get dropped by Knight next. But before Knight can go, Andrade does the literal funniest shit ever. And I mean, honestly, this made the show for me. I want you to understand that he said this in full 100% authentic fucking Spanish. Andrade tells LA Knight that Andrade is the true champion of the United States. He said that to LA Knight in Spanish.
Hey man, people speak Spanish shit way before people speak.
Yeah, and then LA Knight was like, what the fuck?
And then LA Knight went, I don't know what the fuck you just said, kid. But watch your tone. I don't know if I liked it. Like, but since I know what he said, to tell LA Knight's white ass that you're the true champion of the United States in Spanish is fucking. That's some WWE shit. That as
long as it doesn't devolve into We the People Part 2, I'm with it.
Oh god.
Yeah, exactly. You see, heard that groan coming from Cody there? Exactly.
All right.
We the people. Yeah.
This involves
all these truths. Yeah.
After all that shit,
be self-evident.
This devolved into violence, which ended with Andrade and Melo catching BFTs. So, yeah. Fucking Jets.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna let incorrect fucking score so I can get my parlay. You guys suck dick. I hate that.
Dummy. Yeah.
Chelsea Green versus Michin. Sometimes you can forget that Chelsea Green can actually wrestle. Just wanted to put that out there. Matches like these remind you that she can. She's not just there because she's a Karen. With repeated interferences by Piper Niven, Chelsea is able to find an opportunity to hit the unpretty her for a pinfall. This was after Piper had senton splashed Michin on the outside of the ring while the referee had been distracted. Sack that piece of shit. What happened to the fucking Patriots, dude? 8-man tag team match.
Don't worry about it.
See, the Patriots do this like an art, and then you take the little piece of that art, and it all falls apart.
Don't worry about it. We're talking about wrestling.
A bloodbath from start to finish in this 8-man tag team match sees DIY and Street Profits take everything to the bloodline. Even having Ciampa suplex Tama Tonga onto literally all of the other 6 people in the match. No matter how much DIY and Street Profits threw up bloodline, fucking mute damn mic. Don't do that shit. It's your fuck ass yawning. Don't you start the yawn stream.
What?
Alright. They did not prove to be a match for Jacob Fatu, who literally killed everybody the moment he got into the match. Leaving Montez to take a double Samoan spike from Solo for pinfall, and that's how our night ended. I would yawn. I'm not gonna lie, I would yawn too.
Yeah.
This fucking bloodline shit's terrible. We just spice it up.
Like, what are we waiting on, man? We just need to get the OG bloodline together, beat their asses so they can get sent back to the shadow realm of forgetfulness. All right, and then we can just move back on to good old fashioned wrestling.
Good old fashioned wrestling.
This shit just can't. It's just going on for too long. They should have been at because. All right, just think about it. It's been almost a year. Not even almost a year. Maybe 6 months and some change. Since Roman lost the belt. So I get that. But the line's already been drawn. Roman's already back. All we're waiting for, waiting for A, Jimmy to come back, and B, Jay to fucking finish whatever fucking beef he's in right now. Unless they're going to have those overlap. Which is a huge possibility.
Alright, sorry about that. My fucking blood's be dying, so I had to switch to headphones. Alright, so let's get to this fucking Raw, dude. Anyway, listen. It's okay, because as we may or may not know, this gets better. It's gonna be hard to fly into from this Raw. This Raw was actually the shit. Cody, one more time, and I swear to motherfucking God, I'm gonna mute your shit, and I'll fuck you up. Alright? I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna take a giant fucking extra large, extra cream, extra sugar fucking Dunkin' Donuts coffee and funnel it in your mouth.
What are you gonna do? Throw a fucking guy at me like Bronson Reed?
Yes.
Bronson Reed can really say, nigga, I hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I laughed so hard when that happened.
When I saw that shit too, I was just like, was that a person?
Yeah, I had to go back.
Alright. So because so full disclosure, when I do the reviews for these,
I'm watching it right now.
I play the events at 2x, double speed, so that I can get through the event because I'm doing a lot and I'm taking notes and shit. fucking when that happened, I literally hit. That was my first initial honest reaction. Was that a fucking person? And then I had to go back and normalize the speed and confirm that yes, that indeed was another motherfucker. Like,
At first, I thought it was just some random fuck, like actually intending to
I thought he
jump
threw
on.
a trash can at him.
Yeah, like when the rope broke, that was an accident total because you saw Braun Strowman's face and he was like, "Oh shit!" And they had to keep the show going because they still had airtime.
That's awesome. So, all right, let's get to this Raw. So, because I can't wait to get that SmackDown. That fucking shit was awesome. Raw. Hold up. Who's the one with the fucking loud ass background noise right now?
I don't know.
Might be you. No.
Is it
It's
me?
Andy. Andy, you're picking up some major motherfucking background audio.
All right. Sorry about that. You know that GTA life, bro.
All right. So
Like an RPG for the streets.
it's like kick his bitching. Which, dude, come on, for real. Leave us alone. We're like a low budget podcast, right?
We're talking shit.
All right, so the match began with Nikki Cross initiating the fight with Ivy. By the way, we're talking about the Wyatt Six versus American Made. There was an 8-man street fight that had happened. Or no, wait. Do I have this right? No. Ooh. I have the wrong dot, bro. I was supposed to be... Oh, no, this was it. No, we already went through this one. My bad, y'all. I'm fucking up. I'm on the wrong week. Here we go. Raw.
What? You're on the wrong weed.
No, I'm on the wrong week, bro. Raw 19. Yeah, I don't. Here we go. Wait, Raw 93. This is. No, it was the Wyatt Six Street fight. Okay, no, I had it right. I just had the fucking the dates wrong on this one. Like for some fucking reason.
Oh yeah, the Wyatt Six Street fight.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
that was
so
awesome.
we're at the Wyatt Six versus American Made Street fight. By the way, this is a new season of Raw. The match began with Nikki Cross initiating the fight with Ivy. Both teams began brawling around the ringside. Nikki Cross was quick to introduce weapons into the match, notably placing a trash can over Ivy's head and attacking it with a kendo stick. The Creed brothers introduced tables to the match. Rowan was the first to eat table. The Creeds put him through it and then buried him under a pile of chairs and broken table pieces. Nikki Cross coming from under the ring when Ivy looks for a weapon is my favorite spot in the match for some reason. Eric at some point rises from the pile of debris and murders American Made with a whole ass barricade. After Rowan is dispatched of, Gacy and Loomis pick up the slack and Loomis leg drops Clay through a table. Not enough tables, so we put Gacy through one as well. Gable Olympic slams Gacy off the turnbuckle into a table. Nikki Cross sees Gacy getting worked by Ivy and Gable, so she pulls Ivy from the ring and German suplexes Gable. Which, what the fuck? That was funny looking. That was like a
Yeah.
That was like a whole
It
foot and a
was.
half difference. We're doing a German suplex with like you're shorter as fuck, like not even a little short. Like you're like that's significant. It looks funny. I don't know if it's just me that thinks that. It could just be me, but I always think that looks fucking hilarious when you're doing a whole German suplex and you're like 2.5 fucking feet shorter than the person you're suplexing. With bodies across the ring outside of it, Gable and Rowan fight in front of Howdy on the outside of the ring. Rowan face slams Chad into the steel steps. Howdy climbs into the ring to give Clay a sister Abigail. And Loomis splashes Gable for a pinfall. So, I think this is the end of American Made Wyatt 6. I think this is going to be the finality of it. Which, I'm glad that we're killing it on TV, because I don't think American Made was ready for a pay-per-view, you know?
Nope.
I think that fucking... That team's gonna need some work to get me to like them. Out of that, we get a Finn Balor promo. Balor comes out expressing his past frustrations with being seen as a sidekick in the Judgment Day, making it clear that he felt undermined by Rhea and Priest offering help with his matches, as if to suggest he can't handle things on his own. He feels Priest has been holding him back, blames Priest for Finn himself not being a world champion. He's going to bring this up a few times. He seems pretty butthurt about it. Pretty fucked up about it.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Bro.
No, I'm just kidding.
But are you going to yawn? No, I'm kidding.
Don't wait to hear that yawn.
Yeah, if you keep ahead, bro. Balor calls Priest out. Priest comes out to the ring ready for a war. Tells Balor to say whatever he has to say, because afterwards Priest is going to drop him. Balor tells Priest things will not be working like that anymore. The sidekick shit is over. We aren't telling Balor what to do anymore. Balor issues a challenge to Priest, a 1v1 at Bad Blood, which Priest accepts. When Priest goes to follow through on his next order of business, beating Balor into the dirt, Balor reminds Priest about the old playbook. Priest tells him he wrote the fucking playbook and starts beating the shit out of Judgment Day members as they begin hopping into the ring. Eventually, numbers get too much for Priest, which brings Rhea out with a crutch to hobble to the ring. Dom goes to confront her on the ramp with Liv.
That was cute.
Running at Rhea from behind. Rhea smiles and kills Liv with her crutch and then kills Dom with it again, but numbers catch up. Liv chop blocks Rhea, and the Terror Twins are systemically picked apart in the middle of the ring. This is until Jey Uso comes down to the ring with a chair to chase off the Judgment Day and stop the assault. Ah, they did it again.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bastards.
What?
After that, fucking these Jets.
Oh.
They fucking scored again. After that, we get a backstage interview with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, after being asked about his injuries and his ability to compete in a fatal 4-way tonight, chooses not to use the injuries as an excuse. He is in the match to prove it takes more than what Bronson Reed did to put a monster down. Braun Breaker enters the locker room at this point. Breaker does acknowledge that Strowman is indeed a monster. Breaker is here to prove to the world that you don't have to be 100 feet tall and 900 pounds to be considered a monster. He's a dog. Breaker says the reason Strowman is still standing is he's never faced the genetic freak before. Strowman lets Breaker know that he in fact doesn't understand who the fuck he is talking to. Breaker tells Strowman that he hopes Strowman wins. Dude, I know that we're not going to see this now, but can we at one point, please, see Braun Breaker go up against... I just feel like Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker is a fucking thing. I don't know. Like, I guess I get why we're going the route that we're going with this, but I still feel like Braun Breaker and Braun Strowman should be a thing. Just in the future.
Like the Braun brothers.
No, not together. Like a match. Like a kaiju fight.
Oh.
Like a big monster mash of fuckery. Honestly, I just want to see Braun Breaker beat bigger people. Anyway. Let me get to this.
I just want to see Braun Breaker get dog walked.
Nah, dude, I don't want to see Braun Breaker get dog walk. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Go on, dog walk your ass. That was hilarious.
We get a match to the Unholy Union and Bianca Belair, Jay Cargill. I'm going to save you a whole bunch of time. They defended.
Hey, but that finisher was sweet, though.
It's the same fucking shit that they keep doing. It's that weird. You know, they don't even have a fucking name for it.
What?
That's
what?
That wheelbarrow finisher where, like, Bianca's on her back and she kicks fucking her opponent over to Jade, who slams her or some shit like that. It's
alright. So it's like this. So
yeah.
So Jade will like.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then Bianca.
We've seen this a few times. They don't even have a fucking name for it, bro. And
yeah.
It aggravates the shit out of me. Why are we doing? And you know what? There's a couple of teams that have this. The Unholy Union is another one that has like this, like double, like this facebuster DDT combo, where like it's basically one's doing the reverse DDT while the other's doing a DDT, but it's this combo. They don't have a fucking name for it. Right? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Name these things. Do you remember when tag team things were named? Like, it can't be that far. The Street Profits named their shit. We had the 1D and then the 3D and the Doomsday device.
Yeah, Doomsday device, freaking.
The double.
I'm trying to think of
slams.
something. Trying to think of something.
Name these things. Hold on, let me go grab the water before we get to the next match over here. I don't want to fucking.
Don't forget the Rocket Sock connection.
The Rocket Sock.
Got a long way to go. Not really, actually. We only have the two other ones now. To be honest, we're kind of halfway there. We're blitzing through. We're pulling through. Fuck the Jets.
Fuck them.
Oh, that's good water. Alright. That was the podcast's reminder. You should always drink water. It's good for you.
Ding, 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 ding.
Right?
Wait, I got something for that. But you don't have to take my word for it.
Oh my god, we need to get that like on a soundboard, like on a little external soundboard, so you can bring it in.
Yeah, man, that's what I do on my stream all day, man. Just use stupid ass soundboard fucking clips. Act the fool.
Anyway, no one really cares about this, but we'll go through it a little bit. There's a back area thing with LWO and Judgment Day that goes kind of nowhere. Ray does issue a challenge to Finn Balor and all of this, so that's going to be a match tonight. After that, okay, we're not blitzing through this part. We're showing this man some respect. Bret Hart is here in, I think it's Edmonton or Alberta.
Alberta.
Oh, we're on Raw already?
Yeah, we're in Alberta.
Yeah, I was in Alberta.
So the Hitman's here, but he doesn't even know it. Like, senile, old as fuck Hitman, just when he comes out at first, forgive me, that man looks like Joe Biden when he came out at first. He's just like,
Fuck?
I'm serious. Like, watch.
He didn't look that bad.
Go back when he first takes his first few steps out, right? When like his music first hits, He first comes out of Gorilla. That man don't know who the fuck he is. Like you,
Yeah.
look at his face. He did not know who the fuck he is, bro. Anyway, nah, he gets it together. I'm just fucking. Anyway,
Probably had to take a nap before the show.
Hart hits the ring to an ovation from his home crowd. Hart looks as senile as ever as he enters the ring to join Joe and Wade in announcing the Survivor Series will be in Vancouver. Brett grabs his mic to address his fellow Canadians, hams it up about being a Canadian, and fits in his best there was line. The Nazi Gunther comes out to the ring to spoil Brett's moment. Gunther grabs the mic and starts with his Nazi patronization of Hart. Gunther tells Hart that while he was the best there was, he is looking at the best there is and ever will be. The Nazi lets Brett know that he's watched him growing up and he will always be a close second to Gunther's actual favorite wrestler, Bill Goldberg.
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
That was cold.
I screamed when he said that. I was like, not to Bret! Not to Bret Hart! You did not say Triple H, you fucking cunt! Why would you write that in, you piece of shit?
After all the years of Bret Hart calling him a degenerate.
You didn't have a Nazi come out to say that shit to him, too? That is fucked up, bro!
Bill Goldberg.
Now, if there's anything though, like Gunther is being an amazing fucking. Alright.
That's it, Cody. Go to Dunkin'
No.
Go to Dunkin' Donuts to get a coffee. If I start fucking yawning in this podcast.
Alright, I'll go to bed.
Nah, dude. Go ahead. Get a fucking coffee, bro. Just get a coffee.
I mean, some other things you can get too, you know what I'm saying? Just saying.
Hey. I was going to say that this is a PG podcast, but this is probably...
No, it's not, bitch!
Probably not a PG podcast. Anyway. Sammy comes down to the ring because obviously Bill Goldberg is fighting words.
Bill Goldberg is fighting words.
Sammy sticks up for his buddy Brett, telling this Nazi fuck to go fuck himself with his disrespect for a real Canadian hero. Sammy calls Gunther a scared bitch and tells him to prove he's the best and accept that Sammy's challenge for the title. Nazi says no. When the Nazi walks away, Bret Hart calls him a whole bitch. Sammy gets out of the ring and beats on the Nazi while wearing a Johnny Judo jersey, which I thought was pretty cool. Everyone loves this. Nazi runs back up the ramp humiliated. Yay!
Like
Fuck
Canadian
Nazis.
pride, yay.
Fuck Nazis.
Listen. Canada needs all the props they can get because they gotta claim Drake, alright? So...
Yeah, true. After this, we get a promo. Pete Dunne, by the way, he's got a lot going on. Dunne happens upon Braun Breaker. Braun teases calling Pete by his dead name. Pete warns him about that, and is amused. Breaker calls him by his first name. And the amused Breaker calls him by his first name. That's why that didn't sound right. Dunne offers a solution to this by just winning the Fatal 4-Way and beating Breaker for the title. This way, he could just be called the double champion. Braun tells Pete that the worst thing he could do for his career is convince himself that he can beat the dog. The dog! He's going to wake up, give the stupid shrug, and ask what the fuck happened to him and why the fuck these dogs are so loud. Good luck, bud. After all this crazy back and forth, poorly timed, poorly delivered promo work that we are having to sit through, Breaker takes his leave. Sheamus attacks Pete from behind and recovers his shillelagh in the process. And when Sheamus goes to use it on Pete, staff makes sure to prevent this and save the guy formerly known as Butch. We're going to fit that one in there because it pisses him off tremendously. Which, dude, can I ask a question? What would you rather be called, Butch or Pete? Like, in seriousness, why are we this mad about Butch? Butch, I think, was a better name. Whatever. Sorry, it's random thoughts hour. Don't get killed, Andy. Don't do it. See, don't get killed. Yep, you're fucking about to get killed. All right.
I say nothing.
Dom Mysterio versus Dragon Lee. Judgment Day playbook is in play. Match starts off with Dom enjoying an early lead. Enjoys his lead for about the commercial break until Dragon Lee turns it around. Dragon hits a double stop on Dom from the turnbuckle, and when he goes for a pin, JD puts Dom's legs on the rope. This sparks a brawl on the outside of the ring between LWO and Judgment Day. And in all the chaos, Liv sneaks into the ring and chop blocks Dragon Lee. Then Dom 619s and frog splashes him for a win. Yay, Judgment Day. These prick fucks. There's a short confrontation backstage after that with Damage Control congratulating Bianca and Jade on their win, but also telling them to not get too comfortable with the titles. After this, we get Match 4 Pure Fusion Collective versus Zelina Lyra and their special guest partner, which ended up being Natalia because, of course, you know, Alberta, Canada, Bret Hart's in the building. You might as well, you know. This ends with, you know, a sharpshooter because obviously we're in Canada.
Triple sharpshooter, though.
No. It was just the one sharpshooter. There was a Boston Crab and then a single leg Boston Crab.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Everyone got put into leg lock submissions.
Yeah. After this promo of the night, as Drew McIntyre is showered in CM Punk chants, he grabs the mic and joins in on the chanting. Now, instead of those chants meaning nostalgia, they're just in memory of chants. Drew lets CM Punk know that just because he touched some corners after fucking Drew out of 3 world titles doesn't mean that arrogant prick and Drew are done. Punk has to ask after making Punk a superstar lately if he can live with that. He says he can because he also killed him, so it's cool. Well, now that Punk's dead, let's talk about what's really important around here, and that's Drew McIntyre and what he's going to do next after shooting his new movie. Which, that movie looks like shit. It looks like it's going to be a $5 big movie.
What movie?
I don't know what the name of it was. I looked it up when he was talking about it because they showed a commercial, and I was like, this is definitely a $5 big movie.
So Walmart bargain bin?
Yeah, basically. This obviously involves the world title, and he keeps getting fucked out of. Another bit of business has to do with Drew's longtime friend Wade Barrett. Drew wants to know why Wade got in the middle of him and Punk last week. Drew's not angry, he's disappointed. However, he warns Wade those feelings will flip if Wade involves himself again. Wade stands up, but Adam comes from the back to put an end to all this before it gets too messy. Pierce calls Drew back into the ring to inform him CM Punk ain't dead, and he's not done with Drew either. Pierce wants to end this, and an end he will get at Bad Blood. He is confident things will be over at Bad Blood, and things will come to a finality because that match will be in a Hell in a Cell. And the way he delivered that was the closest, like, I heard Vince McMahon come out of Adam Pearce when he told Drew that match is going to be a Hell in the Cell. Because he said that with some, like, salt, vinegar, spice.
There was a same conviction in which, like, Vince McMahon would be like, "You're fired."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it was like
gimmick.
that. It was in that same tone. He was like,
yeah.
he was like, I'm gonna get that finish. And he took his glasses off, and he's like, because this match is gonna be hell in a cell. And I was like, oh shit, Vince, is he in the building? How's he doing lately?
Nah, man, fucking that guy's vaccine's an Android like remote controlled by Vince McMahon. When it shows over, Vince McMahon takes off his VR headset. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They put man back in the box.
So, back area after this, we had gotten Karrion Kross apparently trying to recruit The Miz. Karrion and Miz in the middle of conversations as Karrion is explaining to Miz that he is in a rut. Woods interrupts to interrogate Karrion about his motives, which makes Karrion take his leave. Woods tells Miz Karrion can't be trusted, and Miz tells Woods he wrote the playbook Karrion is following right now. But he's not wrong. Miz is in a rut, and everyone seems to think he's dead when Bronson gets to him. Woods tries to encourage him, but while Miz appreciates this, he tells Woods he just doesn't understand. Kofi comes by as Miz leaves and lets Woods know that they got a tag team championship match next week. They seem excited while Woods cosplays Bret Hart, which he did. Cosplay. This was a fucked up match, bro. Nice, short, totally fucked up. We get Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor.
Oh God.
This was brutal. Balor enjoys an early advantage, but Rey turns it around as they go into a break. When they come out of the break, it seems Rey has lost all of that advantage. Rey puts Balor on his back foot one more time and sneaks in a 619 attempt, but Balor catches it and puts Rey in a Boston Crab against the ropes. The referee disqualifies Finn for not releasing this illegal hold. Finn gives a parting kick on the apron to a dead Rey Mysterio, slamming him against the ring post, and then comes back for another and putting him against the apron. Rey is basically dead. Which is pretty why are we killing Rey Mysterio, bro? What did Rey do to deserve shit like this? His son's a prick. Did he even have a thing with Finn Balor before this? Like,
not to my knowledge.
Rey is a good guy. I just don't like how he keeps getting dicked around here, bro. Anyway. Ilya Dragunov backstage interview. Ilya is excited for the opportunity to win the upcoming Fatal 4-Way and settle any unfinished business with Braun Breaker. We all kind of know where this is going, so let's get to the main event. Pete Dunne versus Jey Uso versus Braun Strowman versus Ilya Dragunov. As the four beat each other, there is no clear advantage in the first few minutes of the match. This is until Braun Strowman throws Pete Dunne at everyone, and we go into a commercial break. Coming out of the break, the other combatants beat on Strowman, and while Strowman was handling okay, throwing people off of him, he hits a turnbuckle charging for Uso. Jay and Pete go at it, with Uso getting the best of all of that. Pete catches Jay into a joint manipulation, but Strowman prevents it by grabbing Pete's throat through the ropes while he sits outside the ring. Ilya jumps from the turnbuckle on the half of Braun that is in the ring and sends him back out. The three decide to work together to try to eliminate Strowman, shoving him into the metal stairs outside the ring. Pete and Ilya beat on each other in the ring after slamming Jey Uso into a ring post. This ends up being probably the best part of the match. We get a coast-to-coast attempt by Ilya onto Pete Dunne in the adjacent corner, but it's intercepted by Jey Uso's super kick, and that shit looked terrific. After that, after the last commercial break, shit starts really happening while three smaller dudes beat the shit out of each other in the ring. Braun Strowman comes back in the ring and kills everyone and evicts them from the ring, setting up the freight train, which hits everyone. Braun sets up the announcer's table to put someone through it, but instead ends up being fat splashed to the table by Bronson Reed.
Mm.
How do you miss that in the crowd? Just
Storyline.
um, with Braun and Pete dead, this is a fight between Ilya and Jey Uso. After they beat on each other for a bit, Uso finds his spear, but Pete throws Uso out of the ring and looks to steal the pinfall. Ilya kicks out, beats the shit out of Ilya, but Ilya sneaks in a boot and an H-bomb. Ilya eats a super kick going for the pin and a frog splash for a pinfall. Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker is incoming. So, now that we got to the last, those are the last two. We can get them out. Fuck those two. We get to the real shit. All right. Hold on. Those were a lot. I want everybody to know SmackDown is back. It's on USA again, and it is back. We're doing. This was a terrific fucking SmackDown. I'm so glad I got to see it on the review. Because holy shit. By the way, this one was a 2-hour SmackDown season premiere on Fox or on USA.
No.
Tripp comes out to welcome everyone back to the USA Network and reminisce about the good old days. Now let's get to a cage match, Joe. Oh, by the way, pyrotechnics are back.
That's right.
This is a cage match for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Off rip.
Opening match. And it's in a cage. So Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. The cage being lowered into the ring was probably the coolest shit I've ever seen in my motherfucking life. With the fire from all the fucking around the ring, that was fucking sick.
You know, you have to accentuate how devious and destructive the Hell in a Cell match can be.
Dude, that was for a cage though. It wasn't even a Hell in the Cell.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's the same thing. And I'll tell you why. Because what was the last cage match you saw that ended either clean, I ain't trying to spoil it, or someone actually escapes the cage. Normally, somebody gets in the cage and beats the shit out of whoever's in the cage. Somehow, some way. Like, it almost never goes as planned.
Do you remember when the cage didn't have a door? Whose fucking idea was it to put a door on the cage?
And see, that never made sense to me. You put both the wrestlers in the ring, then you lower the cage.
Then they have to get out of the fucking cage.
And then they have to get out the cage. Or the match is over. Match is over by pinfall submission. Lift the cage.
I remember cage matches not even with the pinfall. Like the whole object was to
get out.
And you had to climb out. Like you had to go over the top. Didn't make any sense to me. That we're anyway, I don't know. Sorry.
You don't do it like that no more. In fact, you know what's my favorite cage match of all time? To be perfectly honest.
Which one?
Despite its controversial ending, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vince McMahon. And then at the end of the match, the Big Show comes out through the bottom of the ring and throws Steve Austin into the cage so hard that the cage busts open and
then Steve Austin wins.
Yeah, he won by default. But just the fact that, holy shit, fucking Paul White's here. Like, it was, mind you, I remember that was a pay-per-view too. Because I remember watching it at my neighbor's house. And then over here, I remember, I can't wait to talk about that little squad to get together every fucking, like every Monday, every day after a wrestling event. Because just before SmackDown even came out. You know what I'm saying? Go talk shit about what we saw wrestling the night before. That's how I met one of my best friends.
All right, let's get to this cage match, bro. All right. Over the course of the first part of this match, both Cody and Solo beat the entire fuck out of each other. Rhodes gets busted open, somehow fits in a Cody cutter from the top of the cage. As Cody is trying to...
Let's be honest, he kind of botched that one.
Yeah, totally. I mean, anytime that he goes from way too high on the Cody cutter, it doesn't look good. As Cody is trying to escape, Solo superplexes him off of the cage. Cody turns things around with a disaster kick and another Cody cutter, but he gets cut off by more Solo brutality. Solo fits in an ass smash, a Samoan drop, and a frog splash on Cody, who kicks out of all of that. Cody fits in a crossroads that Solo kicks out of. Cody hits a crossbody from the very, very top of the cage. I don't know why Cody was trying to kill himself so much in this match.
Hey, man.
Solo kicks out of that as well. What Solo doesn't kick out of is the second crossroads that happens when he's going for a Samoan spike on Cody. So Cody retained. The Bloodline jump Cody after the match until Roman Reigns comes to the ring and clears everyone. Jacob drags Solo out of the cage before he can be speared, and then enters the cage himself so that him and Roman can go at it. Solo doesn't let this happen and drags Fatu out by his ankles. Roman and Cody kill the Tongans instead. This is going to get interesting. Just saying. Before the end of the
I'm telling you, man. Nobody gives a fuck about Solo Sikoa, bro. Don't get me wrong, the promos are good.
After this, we get Piper Niven versus Michin. Michin gets Piper with Eat Defeat for a pinfall in a relatively short match. The cage match prior was like 40 whole fucking minutes. This was set up by a super belly to back suplex off of the top rope. After the match, Chelsea attacks Michin. Piper sentons her, and Chelsea grabs a trash can and gives Michin an unprettier on top of it. So Michin, we have come to the conclusion, has terrible luck with trash cans.
I'm sorry, man. It's got to be said, man. Michin, you know who Michin's looking like? She's looking like the fucking Rule 32 version of Chavo Guerrero. Like, it's keeping a buck, bro. It's like every other match. Gets her ass beat. Oh, we're going to do a hardcore match. Does a hardcore match, and I'm saying that in quotations. Ends up in a trash can. Like, just swiftly defeat.
So
if she might as well come out with the Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler shirt.
We have in this next match A-Town Down Under versus Kevin Owens and Ricky. So Ricky wasn't KO's first choice.
Wow.
But that's his partner.
Ricky, Ricky was willing to step up and fight the good fight, okay?
Yep.
So, big ups to Ricky. Now tell me what happens next.
So, Ricky wasn't his first choice, KO's first choice, but that is his partner, damn it. And Ricky, by the way, is a hairy motherfucker. Wait, never mind. We are scratching that and stuttering Ricky. Forget all of that. Randy Orton is here. With much of the first portion of this match sitting next to a commercial, it's hard to keep up. But coming back, there seems to be a pretty even distribution of abuse between all four wrestlers. Randy is notably kept from becoming legal for a while. Randy finally gets a hot tag, and KO runs out of the ring and back in. When KO runs out of the ring and back into it, 25 years of SmackDown. That is probably the first time I've ever seen anyone do anything this smart, which you would think would be obvious.
Mm-hmm.
After Randy takes full control of the match, we get double apron DDTs, double Randy Hulk ups, and simultaneous stunner and RKO on A-Town Down Under for a pinfall victory. After that, we get a Nick Aldis interview. Nick Aldis announces that Solo has requested a match for Bad Blood, a tag team match between Solo and Jacob versus Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Cody comes into the picture to let Nick know that he is 10,000% fucking done with the bloodline and he is not signing that shit. After that, we get Nia Jax coming out to inform everyone that Nick Aldis has her in a match for Bad Blood to defend her title. She does not yet know her opponent, but she does not care. She will kill them like she's killed Bayley, Michin, and Naomi. Bayley comes out to interrupt and demand her rematch. While they argue, Tiffany Stratton is brought up, so Tiffany Stratton comes out to let Bayley know she's pathetic and jealous because Tiffy doesn't have to beg for an opportunity like a peasant. Naomi comes out to even the odds as things get spicy in the ring. Naomi also wants a rematch, so Nia gets creative. Next week, we get a tag team match between all four, and whoever gets the win faces Nia Bad Blood. Naomi and Bayley accept these terms, but they accept them without hearing the rest of the terms, which are, if Nia and Tiffany win, whoever is pinned leaves SmackDown permanently. So, who do you think's going? I think it's Bayley.
Well, Bayley's gonna go to Raw.
I think Bayley's going to Raw. I think Bayley served her purpose in SmackDown already.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong with that.
After this,
I'm surprised Bayley still ain't got beef with Damage Control though. I mean, that was originally her squad.
you know what? Yeah, but I think that's over. I think that's done. Could be Naomi though. Could Jey Uso is on Raw, so could be Naomi. Who knows?
I thought Naomi was with Jimmy Uso.
Or Jimmy Uso. Anyway, after this we get Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade 5. It's a tiebreaker.
That was a good ass match.
Hayes attacks Andrade before he can get his entrance gear off, so we get out of the gate a high spot from the barricades on the outside. Then we go right into a side-by-side commercial. After they beat each other through the ADHD test, we get a few more sick-looking high spots capitalized by a message from the top rope to a pinfall victory for Andrade. After the match, LA Knight comes out to drop some Stone Cold Steve Austin bars and tell Andrade he's fucked next week. Oh, I appreciate that this is short. Bianca Belair and Jay Cargill issue open challenges for their title backstage. Nia comes with Tiffany to talk some shit, and there's nothing really to see here. Then we get the contract.
Wait, hold up. Breaking news. So about a couple hours ago, it's been announced that once Raw goes to Netflix, SmackDown's going to be 3 hours instead of 2. I just got that information. Listen, yep, that's good. More recaps. More recaps are right.
Why do these people hate me?
Because it's making them money. That money.
I wish the podcast knew how much I crammed to get these 4 fucking events done before this show. I'm so damn tired. But we will press on, because I am dedicated. Anyway. There is a contract signing that needs to happen. But first, there is a fucking picture-in-picture commercial during Roman Reigns' entrance. What disrespect is this shit? I've never seen it in my life. And we're gonna do it to Roman fucking Reigns? Like these picture-in-picture commercials have been pissing me off all night. But to do it to Roman, and I don't even care about Roman. Fuck Roman Reigns' entrance, but really? Sorry. Just that bothered the fuck out of me. After being asked about it earlier, Nick explains that Roman would like to conduct business in the ring. So that's what this segment is about. We are to find out if the tag team match is happening. Roman takes the mic from all this and tells the crowd he doesn't need this bitch-ass contract or bitch-ass Nick Aldis or bitch-ass Cody Rhodes to handle business. Ula Fala or not, Roman is the tribal chief and doesn't need shit. OTC, by the way, does not mean what you think it means. It means only tribal chief. That's what the O stands for.
Oh.
Only.
I thought it was original.
He's the only tribal chief. So, this is Roman's ring and show and WWE. And everyone needs to stop getting shit twisted. So Cody comes out to get shit twisted. Good time to mention that this will be the first words that these two have exchanged face to face since WrestleMania. And Cody's counterpoint is, it was true and based. That was true and based. So mics drop, but before anything happens, Solo comes out and gets everyone back on track. The Tongans attack Cody and Roman from behind, but are repelled pretty easily. After which, Roman picks up the contract that he didn't need and signs it to have the tag match with the partner that he also didn't need. Roman hands the contract to Cody like he's handing over the Death Note, and Cody signs the contract. We have a hell of a match coming for Bad Blood. Dude, did you have Cody tagging with Roman on the bingo card? Is that it?
Yep.
That one was kind of a shock to me. I was like, oh, whoa, there's a curveball. There's a left field swing. There's a whoa.
Because listen, if it's anybody that's gonna have beef with both Roman and Solo, it's Cody.
Yeah. But still.
So I think it's only natural that they're tagging together. And then of course you're gonna have the strange bedfellows type situation. It's like, remember when Stone Cold had the tag with Undertaker?
Yep.
Undertaker was low key spooked because he was all like, how are you supposed to trust somebody whose motto is don't trust anybody?
Yeah.
He's the Texas rattlesnake, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the whole, hey, I have to trust somebody that I already had beef with that I know I can't trust, it's been done before, but it's been done well. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of those instances, it's been done well. So I feel it'll work out just. I think this match is going to be a certified slobber knocker, in the words of good old JR, and I am looking forward to Bad Blood.
We need to look forward to this Raw. This Raw was really good too. QR codes are back, by the way. Wyatt 6 had a QR code flash in the middle of the event. It leads to a website we've already seen before, but there's some new shit added to it. Another thing to let everybody know, it's a new season of Monday Night Raw. So, with that, we get a CM Punk open. Punk has more in the tank, and he's not quite done yet. Neither is this thing with Drew McIntyre. But, against everyone's advice to Punk, we are going to come to that finality at Bad Blood in a Hell in a Cell match. At Bad Blood, Punk promises to make Drew bleed, and lets Drew know that in order to beat Punk, he's going to have to kill him. Punk tells Drew he will see him in hell. Cute line. After that, we get Sheamus versus Pete Dunne, We get a guerrilla interview with Sheamus before the match. Sheamus is digging into Pete Dunne, repeatedly calling him Butch in the promo, while instructing people to not call him that. Sheamus says tonight Pete becomes his Butch, which I'm sure sounded better in his head.
Yeah.
These guys beat the entire shit out of each other for a good portion of the match. No real advantages to speak of, but when Sheamus hits, it looks like it hurts a lot worse. At some point in the match, right after Sheamus hits 17 beats of the Bodhrán, Pete tries to introduce the Shillelagh into the match. However, Sheamus bro kicks him and Pete drops it. Sheamus picks it up and goes to hit Pete with it. But the referee grabs the Shillelagh and Pete Dunne escapes from the ring. When Sheamus refocuses, Pete hits him with a wooden cricket bat, followed by a bro kick of his own, and pins Sheamus.
Where the fuck you just find a cricket bat in America?
He's English. Pete Dunne's English.
What are you gonna do? Also try to smother him some tea and crumpets, bro? Like,
I'm still trying to get over the fact that Sheamus called him his Butch.
yeah, he might as well just stick to fun.
I really wish somebody would have been like, Sheamus,
that's not what that means.
Sheamus, that's not what you think. I know.
Now, what you mean, fella?
So, in the back area, Terror Twins and Jey Uso are walking in the hall, or the Terror Twins are walking in the hall, and Jey Uso runs into them. Jey lets Damian Priest know that even though Damian isn't going to ask for any help, Jey will be getting his back tonight in case any fuckery happens with the Judgment Day. Xavier Woods comes into the picture and basically asks that the Terror Twins and Jey not interfere in the match with Judgment Day that they have planned. Woods expresses the want to win the titles on their own merit. So the Twins and Jey agree to do so. In another area in the back, Braun Strowman and The Miz are talking. While Braun Strowman lifts weights in his locker room, The Miz comes in to wish him good luck on his match and see how he's feeling. Braun says he's banged up, but good to go. No excuses. Before parting ways, Miz asks what Braun meant by Miz not being able to beat Bronson Reed. Miz cites the numerous accomplishments of his career, to which Braun clearly knows. Braun simply says he had meant nothing by it. Sometimes it just takes a monster to beat a monster. Miz gets it. He's not a monster. After that, we get Natalya versus Zoe Stark. This is a complete L match in my opinion. Zoe opens in control, but things even out after the commercial break, but the match finishes dumb as fuck. Natalya wins after not being able to lock in a sharpshooter, which turns into a series of roll-ups that Natalya gets the best of. Trash match. Trash can fucking match. We get a back area segment with Rhea Ripley before Rhea can answer a backstage reporter's questions about her upcoming match at Bad Blood. Finn Balor comes from behind her to finally tell her to her face how he feels, which is basically that Rhea is as big a piece of shit as Damian Priest. She betrayed the family and made it all about her and Damian. Everything that has happened to Finn in the Judgment Day has been because of Rhea and Damian's doing. The only thing Rhea agrees to in that is Finn's the only thing Rhea agrees with in Finn's revisionist account of their history is that indeed they were a family. All Rhea ever did was keep the Judgment Day focused and from fighting with each other every single week because she loved her family. But since now she's been painted as the villain by that family, Rhea intends to play the role perfectly. Finn also lets Rhea know that it was Finn himself that pushed Dom towards Liv Morgan. And it was also Finn who sought to work with Morgan. Rhea falls silent in an unyielding rage, and Jey Uso comes from behind to ask Finn if there's a problem. Finn takes his leave. Rhea thanks Jey, but also wants him to focus on winning the IC championship. Doesn't seem to be a problem. Jey Uso comes out for a promo, hyping up the crowd to let him know he is ready to be the next IC champion. Braun Breaker comes out to remind Jey that Braun has accomplished more in 6 months in the WWE than Jay has as main event Jey Uso. Braun needs no familial help to get anything either. Braun will be out to expose Jey Uso and show the world he truly is nothing without his family. Jey Uso tells Braun that next week Jay will be dog walking Braun's ass. Uso says he will see how long the IC reign lasts and if it will be short and sweet, just like Breaker's NFL career. Fucked up, bro. Why we bringing NFL careers into this? Just check the score. It's 24-3 now. Trash. My bets are dead. I'm pretty sure. If we can't get Mondre in, I'm pretty sure Mondre's hurt. My bets are dead. Super dead. Let me check that real quick. Pretty sure my bets are dead because I had Mondre in both of my bets.
Yeah, I'm totally glad I did not bet on anything.
Oh yeah, my bets are fucking greatly dead.
It's funny. There's a guy I was watching. He says, "Listen, you're guaranteed to win with my tried and true patented fucking bet system. All right, I'm gonna post my picks. Whatever I put the opposite, and you gonna win."
That works. So,
shout to urinating tree.
Braun really didn't like the attack on his NFL career, so he attacks Jay, and then sets him up for that 25-mile-per-hour spear, but instead eats one of Jay's spears. After this, we get a back area segment between Bianca Belair and Io Sky. As Belair and Jade Cargill are roaming in the back, Io Sky comes raging in. She's upset at Bianca for accepting a match with Kairi Sane, knowing she has an eye injury. Io accuses Bianca of cowardice for accepting the fight. Bianca tells Io that she was booked, and Bianca backs down from no one. However, since Io is here fully healthy, maybe she would like to fill in. Io Sky accepts the challenge. After that, I fucking hated the way that went. After that, we get the New Day versus the Judgment Day. This one's going to be tough. This one's going to suck a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
In the early going of this match, it seems pretty even, but at some point after the commercial, Kofi is getting his ass beat for a minute before a hot tag to Woods. Woods comes in and fucking absolutely clears the Judgment Day, which is super fun to see because he's got a heel attitude to his moveset now. Towards the end of the match, Dom, Carlito, and Liv come out to the ring to start shit. However, LWO had been hiding in the crowd waiting. A brawl breaks out on the outside of the ring, and Kofi Kingston had jumped from the top rope onto the brawling pile outside. This was as Woods had simultaneously hit his flying elbow on JD McDonough. The referee slides out of the ring to deal with the problem out there and completely blows off Woods' pin attempt. Judgment Day are able to steal the victory from Woods with a coup de grace and a pinfall after JD had reversed a roll-up into a rear naked choke. After the match, Woods is seen visibly upset and yelling at Kofi as he asks why he would jump on the pile outside the ring, which, to be fair, that was like J.R. Smith levels of stupid. So I get
Mm-hmm. He's having a little broad moment. They got
I was waiting for Kofi or for Woods to do that because I thought that's where they were going because that's what the way it sounded when he was bitching. It sounded a lot like LeBron and JR. I was waiting for him to go.
But didn't see what's happening here. Like,
what were you thinking? I imagine like Woods at the end of the like at the end of the event, at like fucking a post event interview where he's like, "Hey, what do you think Kofi was thinking?" I don't know. I'm not Kofi. I don't know what he was thinking. Did you know? Did he know that you were on the other turnbuckle? I don't know what he meant.
shame.
All right, so there's more to this. In the back area, Woods is seen arguing with LWO as he blamed them for costing the New Day their match. Kofi breaks this up and thanks LWO for helping them as if as it was Kofi who had asked for that help. Woods becomes incensed by the lack of communication, as he expressed earlier he didn't want any help to begin with. Kofi says he had to account for the numbers game for Judgment Day, and without Big E, it's just Woods and Kofi. Woods hates this just Woods, flips out on Kofi, and storms off. Dude, this is gonna suck. The breakup with New Day is gonna suck, man. I'm not ready for the Xavier Woods heel turn. I don't even know what that's gonna look like. Shit, you know what I... Oh, this match. Match of the night. Match of the night for sure.
Max.
Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman. It's big, meaty men slapping meat.
Slapping meat.
Literally, as soon as the bell rings, Bronson charges Strowman, and Strowman dodged him. Bronson hits the turnbuckle and takes out the top rope. I don't know if this was like planned or not, but we were rolling with it. Right after that, Bronson falls out of the ring and Strowman goes for a freight train, but Bronson yeets a whole ass fan at
Yeah, a
Strowman.
motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah, a whole fan just yeeted from over the barricades to Braun Strowman. Just a whole body, like a whole fucking person. That's not an
You
exaggeration.
know the video of of his fucking camera phone that's floating around right now?
No, I didn't know that there was a video of that.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Give me a sec.
Oh my god. I'm gonna get the fucking picture, because I would like for the chat to understand that this was indeed, as I said it was. Alright, wait. I got a couple of photographic evidences here, just to make sure that we got our bases covered. Because, dude, it looks.
Yeah, I got it right here. I got it.
It looks fucking hilarious. Did you send it? Or oh yeah, you can do the present thing, and when it comes up, yeah, he threw a guy. He just threw a guy. That's fucking insanity. Did you throw the
I'm trying to find it, man.
present? It's down at the bottom.
Oh, you got it?
Well, no.
Oh no, I'm trying to find the.
Oh, the video?
Yeah,
Oh, dude.
there's a video where you see like from the perspective of the fan.
Oh no, I don't have that video. I've got the.
This show's hilarious.
I've got the fan video of another person, which it's still equally as funny. It's not as quality because apparently everybody has.
Like I have the video from directly behind Bronson Reed. I have that video. I just felt that.
This is like to the side of them.
Yeah.
A whole other motherfucker. Who does that?
All right, see, I got this one here. Hold up.
Bronson Reed does that. Just, hey, if you go to WWE shows and you don't want to go flying, don't be in the front row.
All right, run that.
Yeah, that's insanity.
That's good writing. That's good writing.
So, after getting his ass thrown through a barrier, Bronson Reed opts to leave the match. Strowman decides that that's not actually an option and catches up with Reed, taking this fight to the back. People are thrown, forklifts are flipped, Strowman eats a table and no-sells it before charging and putting Bronson Reed through a wall. Literally. Both monsters are unable to continue the fight, and the staff starts assessing the damages. This is the best match of the night. Adam Pearce in his office is interrupted by Kaiser. Pearce is in the middle of getting medical attention to the two dead monsters probably below him. Kaiser wants to know if Pearce has found an opponent for Gunther. Pearce, clearly busy with other matters, says Sammy makes for a compelling match. As Kaiser argues with Pearce, Sammy is heading to the ring. Pearce tells Kaiser to fuck off and send the head Nazi to come talk to Pearce himself. After that, we get, obviously, the Sami Zayn promo, because we were just seeing him go to the ring. Sammy comes out to express his need to become a world champion, but unfortunately, this Nazi is a whole ass bitch and won't give him a match. Sammy thinks it's because he's beat Gunther before. Kaiser comes out to tell Sammy that he should count his miracles and fuck off. Sammy starts trying to bloodline the Imperium, and I really like that that's his thing now. Gunther comes out to put an end to this before getting to foreign affairs. Gunther wants to make sure everything is domestically stable and asks Kaiser if he's got some shit he wants to get off his chest. Kaiser responds by beating the shit out of Sammy. Kaiser picks up Sammy's corpse so that Gunther can tell him no again. And then Kaiser ends up eating a haluva kick when he goes for extra credit on Sammy. So, can we get a yes finally? We stop dragging this along. Like I thought this was over when we brought Bret Hart into it. Do we need Bill Goldberg? Maybe Bill Goldberg needs to come out and call the Nazi a bitch. Maybe that's what it is.
All right. So all right. Fan writing here. You know what I'm saying? Fanfic right here. So Bill Goldberg comes out and he calls out Gunther. You know what I'm saying? All right. He calls out Gunther. He's like, Gunther, you're next. All right.
Yes.
All this hoopla.
You Nazi piece of shit.
The match happens. Bret Hart shows up.
Oh fuck.
All right. Interferes in the match to help fucking to help fucking he hates Bill Goldberg that much that at the end of the match
And he helps the
screws
Nazi.
Gunther, and lo and behold, him and Bill Goldberg squash the beef that's gone on for like 20 plus years. They shake hands in the middle of the ring. Goldberg grabs the mic, gives him his full, like, sincere apology. They hug it out, and then they fucking say Goldberg got the belt. Write that down. Write that down.
I had a question.
What?
Wasn't John Cena supposed to be on tour?
Yeah, you're right. It's supposed to be the last run, right?
What the fuck happened? Like, we're 6 months into the last run. We haven't had a match yet.
They've been doing like dark matches and putting over jobbers or something.
Mayo definitely fucked me. Alright, so backstage interview with Damian Priest. Liv interrupts the interviewers, questioning Damian about hesitations in the upcoming match. Liv starts talking shit about how easy it was for Judgment Day to choose Liv. Damian appreciates that someone in Judgment Day has a set to be coming to talking shit to him. But Liv should protect that set because Rhea's going to shove them down her throat at Bad Blood. Liv should also kiss Dom goodbye because Damian is putting that scumbag down. He's only just getting started with these boys too. After that, we get Belair and Io Sky. In the beginning of this match, we see Bianca match Io's moves to the letter, resulting in the canceling of
I'm not gonna lie. The beginning of that match looked like the Taskmaster fight from Black Widow.
Yep. Resulting in canceling out drop kicks, Bianca seems to have no issue running the match at Io's pace either. For much of the match, we see these two running around the ring beating the shit out of each other, while Bianca does fine under these conditions. It isn't until Io hits a suicide dive that the match slows down, and Bianca really takes control. First, by putting Io in a full vertical suplex on the outside of the ring and walking up the stairs with her in this position before dumping her over the rope. Io gets her knees up in time after Bianca attempts a 450 splash. However, when Io goes for the over the moonsault, Bianca gets back to her feet and puts Io into a KOD. Io reverses the KOD into a roll up and steals the win from Bianca. She's just too fast, bro. These raging Cajuns.
You know, that was a good ass match.
After that, yeah, watching Bianca Belair fly around at that speed.
Listen, she's pound for pound one of the most athletic wrestlers to ever do it. Like, period. I don't even say in the case of her being a woman. I ain't talking about period. A lot of the shit she do.
She definitely displayed athleticism tonight, bro. Because to run around with Io Sky at that size that she is.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so we get a main event: Damian Priest versus Dom Mysterio. There's a moment backstage with Jay, Ilya, and Judgment Day. Jay happens upon Ilya, who wishes him luck on his match with Braun Breaker. Jay walks off as Judgment Day come through on their way to the ring. And talks some shit to Ilya after Finn's noticed he's been buddy-buddy with Jay and the Terror Twins. Finn tells Ilya he should pick his friends better. Ilya says he respects them much more than he can say, which is much more than he can say for Finn. Finn tells him that the next time they speak it won't be so cordial. Priest spends most of the beginning of the match beating the fuck out of Dom without much issue. Judgment Day eventually interfere in the match from outside of the ring and give Dom some help. This advantage of Dom's doesn't last very long before Priest starts killing him again, however. Even while Dom is getting killed, Judgment Day do enough outside to keep him in the match through distractions and Liv putting Dom's foot on the ropes during a pin attempt. Rhea spears Liv Morgan when she does this and all hell breaks loose. Priest kills the rest of the Judgment Day on the outside of the ring, however walks into a 619 when he enters the ring. Priest eats it and then South of Heaven's Dom for a pinfall victory. Judgment Day immediately jump Priest after the match. Liv also disposes of Rhea into steel steps when she tries to help Priest. Jey Uso comes to the ring, but he is speared by Braun Breaker before he can get there. Judgment Day pick apart the Terror Twins with no one to help them. Priest eats multiple coup de grace in the process. Like, I think 5. That's what I count.
He like kayfabe medically, or like in the fucking like had to go like to the medical center.
How? I got a question. Now I know you can't sell everything. Sometimes you gotta rough out wrestling. But there are certain ways to make sure that what you're doing doesn't actually hurt somebody. How the fuck does Finn Balor adjust the coup de grace to not hurt people? Because that shit looks like a rib breaking. Like,
I think he does. I think he lets his legs go like limp when he connects it.
True.
And then once it connects, he shifts his weight for the rollout.
I thought at first, until I saw it a little closer, that he was moving his feet at the last second to land on the mat. But then I saw him like actually hit somebody's like stomach, and I was just like, oh, that's gotta suck. There's a couple of those moves that are out there that are like, how do you fix that? Because
I'm pretty sure some of those moves don't even like go in that fucking go as well along those lines. You know what I mean?
Yep.
because like I can't remember what was that one dude from the Nexus that was always doing like the 450, and that guy stayed clutching his chest every time he did the fucking move. Like, nigga, if it hurts that much, why did you choose that to be your move?
I know what you're talking about.
Justin Gabriel, that was his name.
Yeah, Justin Gabriel. You know they had banned Kidman from doing that, the 450? Or was it Kidman or who the two? It was one of the two.
One of those, no, Kidman, because he called his the 7-year itch.
That's trash, bro. It's fucked up. So yeah, dude, we got 2 weeks to Bad Blood. It feels like things are heating up. Things are on fire. Now we know the matches that are about to start. I can't wait to see who Roman Reigns kills next week. We need to put an APB out on The Rock and John Cena and find out what the fuck they're doing. Because both of them should be back by now. And I don't know how the fuck they're going to fit into these storylines, dude. That's the other thing. These storylines are like really cooking, so where the fuck do we fit them? But we have Raw on Netflix, so I guess.
They're just saving all the good stuff for Netflix?
I think they're saving all the unhinged stuff for Netflix. But yeah, dude, so we made it. We made it through the reviews, bro.
Yep.
We did it. We fucking persevered. Yes. All I have to say now is justice for the Terror Twins. That needs to happen. I would like to stop ending Raws with Rhea on her face.
I mean,
also,
but hey, yeah, I understand. Like, I would also like to stop ending Raws with Rhea on her face. But I'd love to end the night with Rhea on her back.
yeah, it's funny. It needs to be Tiffy time too. I want Tiffy to get that belt. I know you said that that's not going to happen, but that needs to happen. All right. Tiffy needs a championship belt so that she can be Little Miss Strat. All right.
I'm with it. The question is she going to get off of Nia or not? I don't think she's going to. I don't even know if she's going to get it via Money in the Bank. I think it's going to be another one of those cases where someone goes ahead, they run around that Money in the Bank for God knows how long, they go to cash it in, and they don't get it.
Could be that, or Nia unexpectedly loses the belt. Because that's also a possibility. But, alright, bro. We did good. I think it's time for us to hit
wrap it up.
To hit the old dusty trail. All in all, I'm fucking glad the SmackDown is back on USA. And it's already immediately a better product.
Yeah, man, because they don't have to deal with all the restrictions from being on fucking regular TV.
I can't wait for The Rock to come back and start.
Like they had that issue the last time they were on regular TV. That's when they left regular TV.
Yep. I can't wait for The Rock to come back and start trying people again. That's the best part of it all. But alright, bro. So tomorrow we have that event.
Mm-hmm.
Then
yeah, I still gotta figure out what to do about my hair.
True. So that Monday Night Football. So we'll see you all next week.
All right, till next week, y'all.
Unsolicited.
That's right. This has been Unsolicited Wrestling Opinions.
It's the opinions you didn't ask for.
Mm-hmm.
All
All right.
right,
Good fight. Good night.
good night.
You know what I'm saying?
Have a good one. Peace. Like, comment, subscribe, all that other shit that we say at the end of our videos.